In a world with entirely too many shows about cars, this is another pointless automotive podcast.
How are you, sir?
Hey, Frank, how you doing today, man?
Um, I'm good. I don't know, I don't know if I'm better or worse than I was roughly this day in 2021. Um, I like to think better, but I don't know. How about you? How are you doing?
So the past 4 years have been good to you? Is that what
Largely, yeah, I
I'm
think a net
hearing? Okay.
positive.
That's pretty good, right? You can't.
Yeah. How about you?
Uh, hmm, I'd say lower back pain plus
Oh
10.
yeah, that's
I'd
for sure.
say internal organ damage
Plus
similar
30.
plus
Yeah.
30. Yeah, no, a little more gray in the beard.
hmm
Yeah, no, not
For sure.
not terribly bad the past 4 years, to tell you the truth.
Good, good. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you've had no other life events take place at all in the last 4+ years. But you know what
Nope.
we have been doing
Smooth sailing.
roughly since roughly this date in November 2021?
I have zero fucking clue, man. Tell me what we were doing 4 years ago.
Podcasting, big
Oh
dog.
shit. Uh,
And
is that what this
what
is
are you
called?
celebrating with?
Just another PBR from the vault.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm having some heavily discounted cider
Oh,
from the local market.
hey,
Um,
I've heard that expiration dates are just a number, dude. So,
yeah, yeah, exactly. There's Yeah, and we're bringing up the age of this podcast um, uh, because, well, you're named in the Epstein list, and so am I. So we're probably
multiple times.
this might be the end. Yeah, because of the whole age is only a number thing. No,
We were the original Epstein Island boys, if you will. Oh,
Island
oh, that should
boys.
stick. That should probably stick. Epstein
Yeah,
Island
yeah.
boys.
There's got to be a. There's got to be.
Goddamn.
Oh, ooh. Can I take us onto a quick non sequitur?
I don't think we have a choice. Go ahead.
Okay. Um. So I had this thought the other day where um I was on some group text and somebody was just like, "Oh, like what if they made an Epstein movie?" Right, like, like obviously you have a main antagonist, Mr.
Sure.
Epstein himself, right? And it's the horrors of the I suppose you can even make it a horror movie. But I was thinking, how wild would it be? Because it's like, well, then who do you cast as
Mm,
as as Hefe Epstein? And my thought was like, what if? Have you ever seen? You've seen the movie Seven, right?
of course. Yeah.
What's in the box? Yeah.
Yeah. Brad
So
Pitt,
when,
Morgan Freeman.
yeah, yeah,
I took a
and
fun story.
ooh, okay,
Let's sequitur
ooh,
your
aside to the
sequitur, non
aside,
sequitur. Yeah.
yes.
I took a chick to see that movie in theaters in middle school. I think I was in
Oh
eighth grade.
boy, wow,
That was a bold move.
this is true. Did you were you like, what's in the popcorn? And you did the popcorn trick, or
Yeah.
yeah,
We got to the scene where the guy
that's Gwyneth
bangs the
Paltrow's
chick
head.
with the razor blade dick thing.
Oh yeah,
And
mole,
and
yeah,
then we made out the whole time. It was great.
yeah,
Uh
yeah, yeah. Cool,
True
bro.
story though. True story. Fuck.
Anyways, back to Epstein. Um, no, so what I was getting at is, so in that movie,
Uh-huh.
all the trailers and everything, all everything, Kevin Spacey was not shown as being the bad guy. It was like the reveal, he tried to say, at the end where oh my God, you find out who the bad guy is, and it's like dun dun, and it's Kevin Spacey. What if they did that for the Epstein movie again with Kevin Spacey? So you have like a Hollywood predator who's been blackballed returns to
Yep.
play the ultimate rest of the world predator
Holy
and
shit,
Jeffrey
dude.
Epstein, and that's his return. It'd be like a real life casting M. Night Shyamalan plot twist. Like imagine the jaws that would drop if when like halfway through, because it's like you see emails, right? Like, oh, there's these emails and it's correspondent, and it's just like whatever Ghislaine or whatever her name is. It's like, oh yeah, like she's the intermediary, and then like halfway through the movie, it's unveiled who Jeff Epstein is, and it's fucking Kevin Spacey playing Jeff
That
Epstein.
he would do that because I saw an article recently about how he's
Right.
like
He's like
singing
starving
in a
and whatnot.
nightclub. He's singing in a nightclub like somewhere,
God,
some
he's going to that
podunk
nightclub.
town. That's what I'm saying. Well, risky,
Branson,
right?
Missouri.
Let's not have drinks after.
Yeah, well, fair.
Just like
But
Bill Cosby. Remember that time?
yes,
But
I
I
believe it's
love
Bill
it.
Cosby.
I think it cuts out at the end when he definitely did not hang himself, and it zooms
Oh,
out.
like
Ghislaine Maxwell is above his cell with puppet springs or puppet
Ooh,
strings. Look at us. We're talking about
marionetting.
we're well spoken today. And then she cuts the strings and just cackles and the screen fades.
So you know what?
Dude, let's just go direct this. Let's go now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's like
Pepperpod.
it's like a it's kind of like a twist on the ending of The Sopranos, right? Where like it cuts to black and it pissed off everybody.
Pissed everyone off, yeah.
But you know, another thing they can do for the ending, right?
Surprised
is
you
he
actually
get-
watched a fucking acclaimed series, though, by the way. Never seen Breaking
I've
Bad.
never seen a second of that show. I only know how it ends.
Dude, you
Oh,
suck.
sorry, guys. Spoiler alert. Um, so, but here's the thing. So to steal something from another movie, how they can end it is
Yeah.
yes, right? Like you have it end with him, quote unquote, hanging himself, quote unquote, in the cell, right? But you ever seen the movie Clue?
Yes, yes.
So what
Based
they
on the
did-
board game.
based on the board game, and it had I think Catherine O'Hara was in that. It had what's his face, Frankenfurter from Curry, Tim Curry.
Tim Curry, yep.
Tim Curry was in it.
The demon from Legend, I would have
yes,
also accepted.
yes.
And It from Stephen King.
Exactly, Pennywise. And Mr. Homolka in Congo, of course,
obscure.
his greatest role.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you for tuning into the movie hour.
He was in Home Alone as well.
Home Alone 2. My son watched that like
Yep,
an hour ago. So in the movie Clue, when they released it in the movie theater, they gave it like 4 or 5 alternate endings, and each random movie theater got a random ending.
Remember
And
that,
so
yeah.
some people were like, "Oh yeah," when it was just like with the lead pipe in the smoking room or whatever. It's like
Colonel
that's not how
Mustard.
it ended.
Yep.
It was what's his face, Mrs. Pennyweather or whatever their names are. But you do that with the Kevin Spacey cast Epstein movie, where maybe one theater he actually hangs himself. The other one, like crusty Bill Clinton sneaks in there, right, and does his thing. The other one, like a Trump underling, Big Balls or whatever, goes in there and doges him to death. I don't know, but like you have all these of George Soros sneaks in there.
Easy.
Yeah, you just go full conspiracy theory on a bunch of them, right? Yeah.
And
When
then it
he
shows-
autoerotic asphyxiates himself, and it's actually an accident, you know.
And
I
then
don't
one of
know.
them is it cuts to a scene. It shows a bunch of plane tickets and a couple how to fly, whatever model planes. And then September 11th on a calendar is circled, and it just cuts out.
Yeah, it's just like, wait a minute. yeah. You just make it all these
too deep.
all these crazy. Yeah, it ends up being a dream, and he just wakes up, and it's like, or somebody wakes up, right? Like I don't.
Yeah, dude, he wakes up when he's on the set of the fake moon landing. No, it's too far.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Yeah, what happens is you can cast someone who's also hard up for money right now, right? And oh god, my brain just broke. Turning the frogs gay. What's his name? What's his face? Infowars. Alex Jones.
Damn it. I probably would have had it if
you
didn't do
you
that.
have it
Fox
at ends where Alex Jones wakes up from like a fever dream in the middle of the night. And it was the whole Epstein thing was just like an Alex Jones fever dream. There's so many ways that you can go.
I love it. I don't think we should apologize. This is perfect exemplary of what we've been building up for the past 4 years. This is our manifest destiny, if you will. It's our Carpe D's nuts. Okay. Another aside, I've been trying to feature car-oriented video games or related video games in the background shots of my YouTube channel.
I saw.
It's a little blurry. It's
Is that Star Fox? What do we
today's
got over there?
episode is Tokyo Extreme Racer for Sega Dreamcast.
Ooh, clutch.
One of my favorite games. Great studio. They just released a new game after a 20-year hiatus. You just race. I don't know what we're talking about. We just race people on the highway. You pull up, shine your high beams, and go. It's based on like the Tokyo, the Midnight Club, the highway racers of the 90s. So cool shout out. But I'm gonna try to feature a vintage racing video game in the background.
I'm into it. I need to do something similar. I need like a whiteboard behind me. And I cleaned out my garage a fair bit, actually.
It looks pretty good. It's a little car light, if you will, but
it is. Yeah, I need to shove something back in there. Quiet. And
Epstein files.
yeah. No, those are getting shoved into paper shredders somewhere or a redacting machine before they get released. Anyways, this is all a long lead in to talk about. We've been doing this for 4 years, and I know we're right off of the heels.
It doesn't seem like we have.
Yeah, right. It's right off the heels of our 200th episode. So not to like go like full wax poetic and just make every episode after 200 be us just like filleting ourselves for having done this for as long as we've been doing. But um, like you and I have done a bunch of different automotive world bullshit
Mm-hmm.
over the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And you know, last week we talked about the various episodes and things that we've talked about specifically on the podcast that we enjoyed. But yeah, I know you wanted to talk more about just car world stuff and shenanigans
Mm-hmm.
or achievements or whatever in our little circle for the last 4 years. And shit, I got nothing better to talk about. So
Hell yeah, dude.
yeah, let's have at it.
So I make notes as you get. No surprise over the past 4 years. I make notes for every episode.
Yeah, me too.
The first note said 20 minutes of random topic. Epstein Island question mark. 7 question mark. No,
Yeah,
just kidding.
George
That's not
Soros
that would be
drop question mark.
amazingly ridiculous if I did that.
Yeah.
So if you guys are listening to this the day it posts, this is 4 years and 2 days to the date our first podcast was released into the public. The world immediately choked, gagged, and died on it. But we're happy about that. So that long ago, it's really any anniversary, right? And this is our fruit and flower anniversary, our 4-year anniversary. Who celebrates that?
No,
but
yeah.
seriously,
Nobody.
I'll say it's like an edible arrangement.
I was going to say, do you think that's the origin
for 4
story
years.
of the edible arrangement? Someone's like fruit and flower. There's got to be like you got to go to one place to buy fruit, and you got to go to the other place to buy flowers.
Not anymore, my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to go anywhere. It comes right to you, unfortunately. And it's neither good nor bad. It's right in the middle.
right.
So an anniversary is basically a celebration of, I don't know, humans being able to tolerate each other for a fixed amount of time.
Fair.
That being said, that's kind of what I predicated this whole episode on is to ask you, Frank, what are some of your personal favorite memories of this relationship since we started this podcast?
Oh boy.
Car related, not as sexual as usually start off with. Let's keep it
fair.
The car world.
Yeah. No, that's.
I saw you getting fired up there.
Gotta warm them up, so to speak. The boy, it's tough because there's so much. There's some gray area, and by that I mean there's a lot of stuff that like you and I have done directly in embedded into the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when we went out to, and we talked about it last week, when we went out to Carnegie and we did some off-roading bullshittery.
That was killer. That was a lot of fun.
And then we recorded a podcast there. So that is like directly related to this. But there's a bunch of like dumb cars that I've bought, not for the podcast, but just like emboldened because of the bullshit that we discuss and having someone to be like, look at this dumbass thing that I'm bringing home because I'm an idiot with no morals. And so I'm going to buy this car and bring it home. And beyond. And so, kind of thinking more akin to that, right? Because we talked a bunch of that other stuff, like buying the Ford Focus SVT,
right?
Was directly related to the podcast, but just like, I don't know. I think just being more engaged and involved in the local car community.
That's a good point.
Just, partly for the lulz and partly because it's something I enjoy, but partly because of like, of this podcast and just like, hey, like when you and I went to Morning Motors and my car shit the bed, but like going out and being part of the community and seeing our DWA homies and other people. Yeah, I think that's something I've done a lot more over the last 4 years, certainly than I would have done otherwise.
Yeah, and I think you nailed it. Like the way we send cars to each other, we buy stupid cars. It's really bad. We're in a really bad financial ruin race where we each keep trying to like edge one another out, literally, figuratively, to see who can buy the worst cars and the greater amount of cars. Because, like, honestly, the Hyundai genesis of this relationship, Frank, you and I, is that we met because I was buying shit boxes from you. Right? That's literally where it started, and it hasn't let up. We've wanted it to let up. Our best efforts, our good intentions. What is it? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah, yes. Our road to financial success is paved with shit boxes. It's just impossible to navigate. I feel like that's it. That's where we started. We still kind of feed off that energy of like, oh yeah, what did you buy? And we fucking immediately face palm, but at the same time go, God damn, that's cool, dude. Right? Like everything.
Do you, and what's funny is just like we're always encouraged. Yeah, you should buy that. You should buy that pile of garbage or whatever. The one where we both put our heads together, we're like, yeah, we should not buy this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was
Here
a
it
really
comes.
good car, and we were going to combine forces on it, and it sold for 10
Astronomical.
grand
Yep.
plus
Yep.
what we would have been in it for. So
It just strengthens the point.
lesson learned.
We're not in it for the money, man.
ABC or AB. I don't know. Always be closing on chip boxes. ABC OSB.
Abscus.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Fair
rolls
enough.
off the tongue. Um yeah, so I think just I don't know, having and through this, not just the pod, but just
Mm.
being more involved in the local and not local car world.
Oh.
Um yeah, yeah, and having multiple people in this space to bounce bad ideas off of
Right.
has fortunately and unfortunately emboldened me to bring some strays home that I normally wouldn't have.
Mm.
Like the Vitara, which is I brought home and now it's gone, and um, put 3 grand in my pocket
Yeah.
for
Oh yeah,
in
dude.
doing so. So that's good. Um, do you have anything more specific? That was like super. Yeah, yeah.
Unlike the intro.
Which is one of the two that don't take notes. Boy, I wonder. How
No,
about you have something more specific, more
I don't
pointed?
have a lot of that. I think we need to do more pod specific stuff because that,
Yeah,
like you said, the off road adventure was a super blast, right? Uh, the rally car challenge also a
a
super
Baja
blast.
if you
Like
will.
I like yeah right. uh, it's just I like the idea of us like setting parameters, restricting ourselves, and then trying to like compete, but compete kinda to do something
Mhm.
crazy that most people would be like, "What is wrong with you guys?" And we still make it happen somewhat. Um, have you pushed? I'm assuming you've pushed your Focus SVT into the Bay by this point, or is that
No, it's
thing?
just been it's been street parked. I had up until very recently, I've had a lot of like work busyness, but also
Mhm.
hold on, for those playing along at home via video, I got a new garage door,
Look at
which is
this
over there,
animal.
and so I had to like work on some other shit. That's why the Sprint Turbo is not in the garage right now. And I bought this toolbox over there. See this thing? It was
Oh,
on sale.
nice, dude.
I'm gonna go get that guy in there. So I use it as an opportunity to clean up my garage. That's actually part of my project car progress, if you will.
Hmm.
So no, it's just so unexciting to it was such a pain in the junk to get that lower
Oh,
radiator
dude. Yeah.
hose done because it's just such a pain in the balls on that car. And it's so unmotivating to drain all the coolant out again and do it all on jack stands on the ground and dirt, 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 dirt. Like, I might just like find some cheap B local shop that like, bro, can I just pay you an hour labor, whatever, just to put it in the air, swap this like, if it's $100, $150, like just be done with it.
Yeah,
Like
because we're
I might just do that, which is kind of the coward's way out. But
to be fair though, we're not scrutinizing budget anymore. So there's like,
right.
you know, you don't have to.
And I'm over it, which sucks.
Oh, I think that
But
car would have been properly. I mean, sorting that rear end thing. I think
yeah,
I
well, that's too. I'm gonna say, by the way, when you have it on the lift, can you see what is like deeply ruined in the rear end of this thing? Because something's not right.
but back to the challenge. I thought it's super fun how we like we didn't game plan it. We didn't like have like an idea. I had no idea what I was going to get. I just started
Mhm.
immediately searching. I think I put in $3,500 and started there and started
Yeah.
searching random shit boxes. But it's pretty cool how we arrived at two pretty
Uh-huh.
capable cars at the end
Right.
of the
On
day,
the same
right?
platform.
Yeah, yeah, which is just absolutely wild. And we almost got there, man. We almost got there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if it all had worked out, if it all panned out, I think they would have been comparable-ish on the rally, and it would have been two cool cars. They didn't stand out like it wasn't like we showed up with like a 1999 Chevy Malibu, right? We showed up with
Right.
enthusiast focused machines, which is super hard to do at that price point, you know?
Now, what if it was a Malibu SS, which I don't think was available in '99,
Not yet.
but
Nope.
yeah, that was the gen after.
Still
Yeah,
no.
no, it was God, just to like talk future and not past, which is what we originally drummed this up as. I know
Nope.
before we had talked about, like a camper van or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some fun stuff to do. I like the thought of like do another rally, whether it's DWA or Breakfast Club, which is a little less intense, or
Hmm.
whatever, the gambler, I don't know. But like it was
Decidedly
similar.
more
I
intense.
just like I like the thought of like, yeah, $3,500 budget again, but
Hmm.
it has to be carbureted, or it has to be, pre-smog, or it
Or
has to
V8.
be, yeah,
Some.
V8,
Yep. Yep.
or
Mm.
under four cylinders. I don't know. It's like
Fuck.
something, yeah,
Can it be because
douchebo.
of a misfire?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just like, yeah, I removed the piston. Um, yeah. I don't know, but like I think there's a lot of fun, and stuff like that is fun, and I have a good time doing it.
I
Yeah.
think I think we need to complete I think we need to complete that circle though. I think we do need to get both our cars operational and take them out and do like a little video. We could do it for the
Yeah, I
pod.
agree.
That'd be killer. That'd be kind of cool to do because they do deserve to face off.
Hmm.
As it was a challenge that was never completed. I think we have to get them there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think no matter what, I mean, like what do you predict? Like, I mean, yours is certainly faster.
Yeah, for
Mine is
oh well
certainly
yeah.
lighter.
Yep.
Then it's going to come down to what? Like mine
Who
probably got
knows?
like a tighter chassis. Yours is certainly more comfortable unless you open up the exhaust with the button. Um,
Mine was surprisingly aggressive in the canyons with the
yeah.
handling mods I did though. It
Mhm.
turned out pretty good. Yeah, it's hard to say. We'd probably look at the intangibles and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's kind of just I don't know, man. It's there needs to be a closure, if you will, to that relationship.
Yeah. No. I think you're right, and I just wonder. Yeah. It
We
just
could put it to the
you
vote.
know what would be you know what would be fun.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. My car might be a little bit too rough around the edges cosmetically to auction.
Oh.
Although I could probably grease the skids with my former employer enough to be like, hey, this is gonna be silly. Like, throw me a bone and like, yeah, this car's gonna sell for 4 grand, but like, let's have
Right.
fun. And how fun would it be if like if we were able to like put it together where they both closed on the same day, and we have like a live,
Oh.
no reserve auction party to just see what they do, right? Like maybe that could be the competition that like
You don't think
we
we'd
can actually pull
cannibalize
off.
each other's potential buyers because they're two
No.
cheap shit boxes?
No, no,
Mm.
not at all. Certainly, it would be like I don't think there's any cross shopping between a faded bright orange Ford Focus and an all wheel drive turbocharged wagon in gray. Like I don't know. I don't think those are the same buyer.
Blue, by the way, it's Barron's blue. Thank you very
Oh wow,
much.
fine,
Uh,
fine.
no, it'd be interesting. Even if they don't run at the same time, we could also do a competition to see who like had the biggest profit margin. And that's taken in the rally build, what we
Hmm.
spent to get it ready for the rally, and
Oh,
then
you will definitely win that. Your
because
car
we're
is your car
continuing.
is worth more than my car. I don't
But
care
we're con-
under all circumstances.
Yeah, but I had to put more stuff afterwards, right? I had to buy the rebuilt power steering pump and all that kind of stuff.
But
So
who knows? My car might not have a rear subframe in it. It might have been like replaced with pasta or something. I don't.
it could be. You
Yeah.
got some hot water on it when we drove down there. That's what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
It
It
boiled.
was coolant in it. Yeah.
You al
Um,
dented the rear end.
yeah. Well, have you seen like it was a meme for like an hour and a half of like the using like dried
Ramen.
ramen
Yep.
noodles. Yeah,
Yeah,
as
for
like
body work.
filler for yeah, like
Dude.
a cabinet or a quarter panel or a sucking chest wound. I don't know.
Ooh,
But yeah, similar. We'll do that to the suspension and send it. But
god damn.
yeah, yeah, but
I
that'll
like
be
that
fun
idea.
too. Is
Yeah.
the next mystery challenge like 3 cylinders only, or yeah,
That is good.
multiple carburetor only.
You bring up a good point because, like in a cheap car challenge, it shouldn't be just how well whatever it did. If it's a rally or any kind of road rally or whatever we're doing, that's one phase, right? The performance of the vehicle.
Hmm.
The second phase could be like we could get it looked at, like rated, like cosmetically. like a mini concourse. They're all going to suck, but just see who gets more points. And then the last can be value, who made the most profit or who lost the least amount of money, I guess is the right way to say it.
Yeah, like if we when I unshipbox mine, like what would we do? Should we take it to like take it down to a Morning Motors or take it to some kind of show, park them next to each other, and just have like one of those almost like a suggestion box, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
people could be like which car is better or which is cooler or
Yeah.
what would you rather own with no qualifiers, no like just
Ooh,
and then we
a
walk
general,
away.
yeah,
I don't know.
population vote. I like that. I like that a lot.
Popular vote. Yeah,
Yeah, we
right
could
on the
even
hood with a Sharpie with this like tally marks. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. We could even do it online. We could put it on our Instagram and put like a little
That's
poll
right.
and see what people say. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Chadwick's poll. hmm Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah. Why is it leaking? The
Three inches of unrefined satisfaction.
of unrefined pollage. If it takes you more than 4 hours to complete this poll, consult a physician.
Consult the Shell gas station I bought the boner pills from.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 Oh, you're not supposed to sound the Rhino 5000 pills. But no, there's a lot more that we can do, and like going back to stuff that we've done over the last 4 years. Like, what about more like have you done anything like you've had your YouTube channel
Mhm.
longer than the last 4 years, but like what have you done there that's less directly tied to the pod, but like you've had some fun with that over the last 4 years? What's your favorite tidbit out of your little it sounds demeaning. I don't mean it that way, but your
We're talking
your
about my podcast or
gargantuan
YouTube
yes,
channel
yeah,
or
back to the poll.
my
No,
poll.
no, the your
Yeah,
YouTubery.
it's grown a decent amount over the past 4 years. Just really fun projects I've had through there. Like
Mhm.
obviously like the Isuzu Trooper was a really
Yeah,
fun project. You don't ever see one of those getting restored, and that came out really, really too nice. I do miss having a Trooper in my life because, Frank, at the end of the day, that thing was so rough when I got it. Like
yeah, support your
cosmetically,
troopers.
just poured oil everywhere. It didn't run right. And when I was done with it, it actually looked pretty decent. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you
Yeah,
saw it, right? Yeah,
I shot it. Yeah,
yeah, it came out really, really fucking surprisingly good cosmetically and
yeah.
ran well. And it was like one of those one of those trucks where I could just fuck it. I'm taking the Trooper today. I go out there, pop the key in it, and just drive away. Like it
What
was
year is
just
it? I bet you if I just
80,
Google,
88.
I bet
Yeah.
if I Google, it was a Trooper
It's
2.
Yep, it's one of the first photos. Like
I'm gonna say if I
so
just
many of
go
my project cars are like that.
1980
You know, I did that the other day for fun.
1988 is Isuzu Trooper 2. And yep, on the right is the very first October 19th, 2023. You will not believe me if I told you how I found this video. And like somebody, it's oh, is it an article about it? An
Yeah,
article
there's a
about
lot of
your
that stuff
video?
too.
Okay.
Yeah. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
We're
So
such influencers and whatnot.
I know, right? We're big. Yeah, they scroll. Oh yeah, then the cars and bids auction comes up. Um, yeah, just a lot of that's a fun thing. God, that had 26,000 views, that auction.
Oh,
That's a
dude,
big
it was
number.
massive. Oh, hey, first off, best photos ever of a vehicle with the dirt bikes jumping in the background. A cool, like the rarity
Yeah.
of that Trooper in that condition. Just, I don't know, everything came together for that
Dirt
shoot
biking
too,
it.
right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Cool truck though. That was a big one. I'm trying to think what else I do. I kind of slowed for life events and stuff in
Yeah,
that
it
past 4 years,
happens.
but ups and downs. But I had some pretty good stuff go through. I can't even remember off the top of my head. A lot of fun stuff. I had that G20T, which was pretty cool. Also auctioned that one out. I had
hmm
a Acura TSX with ungodly high mileage that looked like a
Yeah,
60,000
good
mile
driver.
vehicle. Yeah,
hmm
that thing was absolutely wild. Stuff, just cool stuff coming through the garage, man. I'm probably forgetting 30 vehicles.
Yeah, the Vaudeville,
Bonneville was a
um,
blast. Yeah.
uh, Shelby Daytona Turbo Z.
Yep, that went through. Yep.
Um,
My cars and bids auction page is pretty much my resume, right? It's like exactly
mhm.
the kind of stupid stuff I meander around
Yeah,
town with.
yeah. And despite the sweatshirt I'm wearing today, simply because it's cold. No, we are not sponsored by my former employer, Cars and Bids.
It's the
Um,
opposite. It's the
yeah,
opposite of being sponsored. Former employees.
yeah, exactly. Yes. The place that shit canned me. Um, and although, hey, we'll happily get back on the payroll. If you want to sponsor this shit, like let's go.
Yeah, holler at us.
Um, um, yeah, and if you turn us down, I'll burn this sweatshirt in effigy. But
On film.
yes, exactly on film. Um, yeah, I mean, shit to that end, right? That was something I've done in the last 4 years in the car world. Both got hired by and fired by Cars
Wow.
and Bids.
Jammed
So
it
that's
all in there, the full experience.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And honestly, no regrets. Made a lot of really good friends. People I'm still tight with. People I'm still in communication, both that aren't there anymore and that are still there. All Doug and all the homies there included. So, and it is interesting, like, when I met so many people in on the West Coast in the car community and just like car community at large.
Hmm.
Um, that yeah, like that's a big part of this is just the car community. And we've got an absolutely micro community. What do you call those, like, where you have like a little, like, not biodome, that was that overrated movie, if I'm being honest. I know people
Yeah,
love
it's
the movie
not that
Biodome.
good. It's not that good.
I haven't seen it since I was in my teens. I'm assuming it doesn't hold up.
I don't think it's aged any better now.
No, no, but there's like the tiny little like micro ecosystem things that you
Yeah.
have in like a snow globe.
You're talking like
That's
a
our community.
biosphere? Is that
Like a
what you're?
biosphere. Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Um, that's like the size of our
Mm.
little podcast community. But I do think that is like the fun part of all of this is, the cars are all really just a thinly veiled excuse for like-minded people to get together and chill. And I think this podcast is just doubling down on that. Whether it be listeners, full-time, somebody who heard every episode or someone who this is the first episode they've heard. This little tiny micro biosphere of a
Hmm.
car community that we've cultivated is not the right term, but that people have tolerated and not found as pure poison, which is hard to do.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. That was all
That's
convoluted, but
No, it's a good point, man. And it's like, I think our approach to like talking about cars is pretty unique. Actually, it's super unique because we're the only ones that do what we do because it's us. But the
oh
the
wow,
interest we have in cars, the kind of things we talk about, the way we obviously in intellectual manners branch off of topics like purely
pure,
intellectual,
yeah, the
highbrow,
highest of brow,
pinky
exactly.
out premium bullshit.
Hmm.
But I think that's kind of cool, and I think it's refreshing. Like it's kind of fun, but some of the things we do talk about, we do put spotlights on things that usually don't deserve them. A and B, do
Brian
like
Nesbitt,
you need a
the
tattoo.
quad four. Yes, yes,
But you know what I'm saying? Like it's fun doing this shit. I mean, because we honestly in a vacuum would still talk about this away from the public eye, away from any kind of like platform. We still generally care about the things. It's not an act. If you know us to any capacity, Frank and
sure.
myself both are literally in love with the cars we traffic in, and it's painful. It's probably very unhealthy, but it is like the
Honestly,
core of what we are.
and what's funny, and maybe this is why part of the unique poisoned state that we both happen to be in, which is like even cars that like I come across and I have because of the lulls,
Hmm.
like the Chrysler Crossfire, for instance. I bought that car not thinking it was going to be great. By the end of it, do I think it's great? No. Do I think it's actually pretty good for what it is? Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
I like, and I'm kind of I would make a terrible, I don't know, David E. Davis, or any like well-known like grumpy car reviewer,
Mm.
um, which are some of the best ones.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't. I can find fault with cars and all that, but at the end of the day, it's just like I find endearing shit with even terrible cars to the point where
Absolutely.
like I want my PT Cruiser turbo. Ooh, maybe that's it. What if? What
No.
if for the?
No.
No, hold on, hear me out.
I
Hear
know
me
what
out.
you're gonna say.
No, no, you don't. What if we, for the next challenge of whatever, for whatever the task will be, it
Nesbit
has to
challenge.
be Well, kind of. I was gonna say it has to be like like a within our own little car podcast universe meme. So it has to be like quad four powered,
Oh,
or it has to be designed by Brian Nesbitt, or
both.
it has to be like a GMJ
Mm.
body car.
I
Like
think
your
Geo.
Skyhawk
Anything
turbo,
Geo.
anything Geo, right?
Mm.
Um,
God damn.
a DB7. No, like it has to be like if it's a thing, if it's like something that's like meme heavy in this stupid little podcast of ours
Mhm.
after 200 episodes, um, then it's allowed under the umbrella. I don't know. Because yeah, how rad would it be if you had an old Achieva
Dude, if
SCX and I roll up with a
yeah,
yeah, PT Cruiser convertible manual turbo wood panel,
conversion, yeah, absolutely.
Brian Nesbitt's signature on the freaking passenger side airbag cover.
On your shaft. No,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah, tattooed onto my neck with a heart, or
he
like
held the
the
marker with
kiss,
his mouth.
his yeah, like his kiss mark. Was it a quadriplegic? Why is he holding it with his mouth?
Why not?
Because that's how he designed it. Actually, it
Dude,
was just like with his mouth.
first off, dude, if I stumble upon anything with a quad four and a manual, I would already own it. So that's no challenge there. I still got to get some quad four in my life. Um,
Hmm.
Agreed. That's kind of I like that, dude. In our little a little microcosm of APA podcast vehicle.
Yes,
In the
yes.
flavor of
The intra
um,
meme.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Love it, dude. Over four
Very
years
cool.
we've built a we've built a mind state. I don't know how to what have we done?
Yeah,
What have we
like
done?
yeah, like some kind of yeah. I don't know.
It's
Like
basically 4 years of brain rot if you boil it all
yeah,
down.
I was just about to say like if 6 7
Oh God, dude.
was a vibe. I don't know.
I was gonna
I
go.
don't
I was gonna go Skibbity Nesbit, but
Skibbity Nesbit. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that
yeah.
should stick.
Brian
That's a
Nesbitt
t-shirt.
is just
That's a
actually
t-shirt.
like that's what he's been doing since. He's just making like Italian brain rot like Fortnite memes or whatever.
Oh God.
Um, I don't know. I get a little like I get a little bit of this from my son who turns 9 imminently,
Hmm.
and yeah, there's some of the 6 7 and the he's like asking Alexa to play like Italian brain rot rap, and I'm like, oh God, it's like, I don't even. I'm like, what's happening? This is. I'm so goddamn old.
Yeah, you are, dude. You are fucking ancient.
Speaking of aging,
Oh,
um, should we do the quiz thing?
I guess. Am I on the hot seat?
You are on the hot seat.
Fuck.
I have an ad I don't think I've read to you.
Okay.
Um, in my opinion, it's not super high on the difficulty level, but
Hmm.
I will let you decide that for me.
Did you try to get me with a Skyhawk last time?
I did try to sky your
a couple
hawk.
weeks ago. Yeah.
And
Can't blame you.
this is a horse of a different color. But I will let you explain the good people playing along at home what the hell is going on, and I will pull it on up.
Hey, 4 years later, guys, you should know the drill. This is our automotive print ad quiz game show, which is gonna change names eventually, right? Like Frank always
Allegedly.
counters when we say automotive print ad quiz game with aptly named or yet to be named. We're never gonna change it, guys. 4 years in, there's nothing gonna change around here.
Oh, episode 300. You don't know.
Oh wait, now
This is Sparta.
this is an automotive print ad from the 80s, 90s, mid 2000s, usually featured in a magazine, right before the boner ad.
Mhm.
Pages. Frank's going to read the ad, omitting anything that clearly gives it away. I get 3 guesses to figure out what he's talking about. I can use a lifeline after each one. It never works. He never helps me out. He's actually my arch nemesis when we play this game, and that's okay. We make up after. So 10 minutes on the board. Frank, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh boy. Okay, let me paint a picture here. This one's short on words. It's a 1-page advertisement.
Okay.
The top, boy, 85% is an image of the vehicle. You don't even see the full thing. You see like, I don't know, 80% of it.
Okay.
It's in what looks like a circus ring. There's like lights and it's on dirt, and there's it's playing tug of war with I can't tell if it's supposed to be one individual, but like in like four frames, like pulling it, or if it's four seemingly identical appearing individuals playing tug of war with it, bald headed white guy with a goatee,
Mm.
and silver pants and a silver painted torso and arms. It's an odd thing. Um, and that's it. Just like under the lights, under the big top, perhaps playing
Okay.
tug of war with the
Either
vehicle
way,
at
like
hand.
a vehicle that can't pull one man nor four man is pretty sad, but I'm
Yeah,
interested.
well, they're struggling, so it seems like they're losing.
I hope.
I hope. Above it, it says the new blank in pretty small writing, and then below it, it says priced from 32,045, or with four-wheel drive 33,445. So you got to pay an extra $1,400
For that
for
four-wheel
that
drive.
4WD.
Okay.
And then we've got a splash of type copy. Introducing the remarkably powerful new blank. Stronger than the average beast, thanks to a mighty 220 horsepower V6 with blank. I'm blanking that out. I might give it to you a hint in a bit. So 220 horsepower V6 with blank. An impressive 222 pound-feet of torque. Available full-time four-wheel drive, asterisk, asterisk, 3,500 pounds of towing capacity.
Oh,
After all, who couldn't use a little more pull? The new blank, not just another SUV. It's like no other vehicle on Earth. Then at the bottom, it says MSRP includes destination charge. Price excludes taxes and license. $220 roof rack and other options
frack.
are available. Front wheel drive also available. See your blank dealer for required additional equipment. Blank, a division of blank. Blank reminds you to wear your seatbelt, secure children in the rear seat, and obey all speed limits. For more information, go to our website, or you can call us at 1-800-872-5399. I think that's a 6.
I knew that number.
I know. That's why you got to read it, because I know, you know, and you know, I know you know. That's it. That's what I got for you,
What
dog.
the fuck? So
220,
potentially
an
the
SUV.
the strength of four men.
Give or take.
V6 all-wheel drive option also could be had in front wheel drive.
Mhm.
So we're not talking about a real truck here. Man, 220 V6.
220 pound-feet of torque.
Not jumping up. Oh, was it 200 horsepower or 200?
220 horsepower,
So same?
222 pound-feet of
Weird.
torque.
Not jumping off the page. Definitely not truck base. This is more of a crossover kind of thing.
The fact there's a website and
Yeah.
the price point.
Early 2000s. Yep. Oh yeah, the price was that's what I originally thought. I'm like, this is 80s and 90s. This is a fucking luxury,
Big
you know,
dog.
vehicle. Yeah, 30 something thousand then. Oof.
Mhm.
Okay. Fuck. No displacement because displacement usually helps us with the engines. V6
Yep,
configuration.
V6.
Front wheel drive could be all wheel drive. Trucky ish, but it's it's like a crossover SUV. I'm trying to think what's a front wheel drive V6. I mean, there could be a lot, right?
Would be.
Could it be a Saturn? Could it be a Saturn? It reads like a domestic.
Because of the circus.
Yep. Well documented that circuses only exist in the United States. We know that.
This is true.
Common knowledge. 200. That horsepower though, 220 is pretty beefy for a V6. I mean, that's standard for early 2000s. Fuck. Let's just take a stab. Let's go. This is a 2002 Saturn View.
Oh, okay.
Final answer.
This is not a 2002 Saturn View.
Okay.
I feel like low to mid 30s would be a pretty optioned out Saturn view.
I was almost leaning towards the red line price,
Yeah.
which you get the 3.5 Honda V6.
I will give you the biggest hint in here,
Mm.
which is what I blanked out before. Okay. Which is stronger than the average beast thanks to a mighty 220 horsepower V6 with VVT-I, an impressive 220 horsepower, or sorry, 220 pound-feet of torque.
Okay.
So it comes equipped with VVT-I.
VVTI. So the other thing is too, I looked into this too much. You said not of this world, I think, in the ad at one point. So I thought Saturn, not of this world. Come on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. VVTI, Toyota products.
VVT-I.
Um, Potentially Scion, but I can't remember anything Scion that would even they stuck a V6 into an XB. Okay, that'd be kind of cool. So V6, the CRV, I don't think it had a V6 during this period. I don't know if that's
Also famously not a Toyota.
the VVTI.
The CRV.
I'm sorry, the RAV4. Sorry. Did they have a V6 RAV4? They might have. I'm trying to think. Oh,
At some point in time, they did.
I think I know what this could be. This is going to be a. Let me just go through the. Let me go through the list. Let me mentally lay it out before I blow my second wad. CRV. We got Highlander. Thinking of unibody Toyota offerings. Sequoia's too big. Also a body on frame. That's definitely a truck that wouldn't come in front wheel drive. CRV or Highlander's all Matt. God damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Let's go 2004 Toyota Highlander.
It is not a 2004 Toyota Highlander.
Okay.
Quality guess. What other hint can I give you?
I need some meat and potatoes with this.
I'll give you. I will read you something that I've already said before.
Wonderful. Thank you for digging deep on my third guess.
Which is weight limits, other details, blank, a division of blank motor sales. Does that help you?
So
I can give you the tagline for the manufacturer.
Could it be Scion? I just don't know. Unless I'm missing an off brand of Toyota during this period. It's definitely not Lexus. Or is it? That's not a big hint, Frank. That was a horrible hint on my last guess. Front wheel drive, all wheel drive option, VVTI. So it's Toyota or Scion.
220 horsepower V6, VVTI. Don't think Scion ever made anything that wasn't with a four-cylinder.
They'd never made a V6, right? But a offshoot of it can't be Lexus. Lexus wouldn't have been introducing themselves like an offshoot of Toyota at the time.
No, to be clear, that was in the fine print below.
Oh.
So that part there, that was part of the fine print. That was not a key thing. That was part, along with the MSRP includes destination charge, price includes taxes, call 1-800, see your blank dealer, additional equipment, wear your seatbelt, don't beat your children.
What was the exact wording of that statement again? It's an offshoot, or what did you say exactly?
It is copyright the year blank, a division of blank motor sales, United States Incorporated. Blank reminds you to wear your seatbelt, secure your children in rear seat, and occupy all speed laws. For more information, visit our website, www.blank.com, or call 1-800-USA-BLANK.
It could be something with a Toyota motor is maybe how I'm interpreting your hint. I don't know.
I'll just read that. A division of Toyota Motor Sales, United States.
Right.
USA.
A division.
And then the entire top type copy, because it's so small, introducing the remarkably powerful new blank, stronger than the average beast, thanks to a mighty 220 horsepower V6 with VVT-I, an impressive 222 pound-feet of torque, available full-time four-wheel drive, 3,500 pounds of tow capacity. After all, who couldn't use a little more pull? The new blank. It's not just another SUV. It's like no other vehicle on Earth. And then blank. And then it has the tagline of the manufacturer.
I don't think we get there this week, man. This is
I'll give you the tagline of the manufacturer. Blank. The relentless pursuit of perfection.
Nope.
No, not doing it for you. Okay.
Nope. So still front wheel drive. I don't think this is a truck. VVTi is clearly Toyota, but we're not talking about Toyota.
The relentless pursuit of perfection.
Yeah, but why? If it is Lexus, why would it read like that?
I don't know.
It's weird,
an all
dude.
new. It's an all new whatever. They're trying to say the all new front wheel drive or all wheel drive 220
Oh,
horsepower V6 powered VVTi whatever with 3,500 tow capacity is an SUV that can
I
beat
got it. I got it.
circus
Dude, so
freaks.
this does not read like a Lexus ad. Let's be 100% sure on that. Is this the first original bubble butt that came with silver metallic tinted windows?
Bubble butt.
Is this the original RX? And this would be, oh boy, oh, I want to say oh 03 or oh 04. Oh, let's say oh 04. Oh 03, oh 03, 2003 Lexus RX. And it would be a 300? RX 300.
You're gonna get half credit here.
Oh, yeah?
You're going to get half credit because the 04, 03, 04 RX is the second generation
Okay.
RX. So this is the 1998 Lexus RX 300.
It read more modern than that, which Lexus usually isn't either.
Yeah, and that's
Still had a cassette deck in it, I'm sure.
Let me send
100%.
you a 100% it did.
Yep.
I don't think you can option the first gen
Without?
maybe at the end run without a cassette deck. I think that was just part of the deal. I'm going to send
original
you
bubble butt.
the original. You described
Dude,
the car correctly.
does not
but the
read
year
like a
is
Lexus.
the second gen was 03 or oh 04 was the first gen the first year of the second gen.
Oh,
which
yeah.
would have been the RX 330 or the 400H. But yes,
Often
this is
years
the
got the right
original
one. Yep, that's her.
Yeah.
Talk about a bubble butt. But they almost always had that silver kind of metallic tint
Yes,
on
the
the
early,
windows.
especially the early ones. You
Yep.
had this. You had the pretty much the original offering of the quote unquote Altezza taillights
Right.
that those came with. Oh, those were more of a. I believe the first couple years, it was like a red. It wasn't a chrome inner light with a clear lens.
Dude,
It was like a red.
that reads nothing like a Lexus ad, to be fair.
I know you. What, you don't expect circus freaks to be playing tug of war?
No. I wanted wine glasses. I wanted, more about the
Yeah.
quiet performance.
You see, I thought giving away the VVTi was too much because in my head I was just like SUV V6 VVTi in this era. Like that's kind of. I mean, the first gen Highlander was right there, but that was a little bit more power. That was the 3.3 liter. Toyota. I can't think of a Toyota because the RAV4 didn't get it until the third gen.
I want to say a Saturn
Which is the
Redline is
3.5.
close spec wise to those numbers too.
Could be because
Saturn
the
View
Redline. I thought the Redline was the 3.5. Or
It
was
was,
it
but the
3.0?
horsepower ratings.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're
250,
right.
I
the
think.
display- yeah.
But it didn't say the displacement. It was just 220 horsepower VVTi. But I didn't give you VVTi till
Yeah, which actually
the
kind of
second hit.
threw me off a little bit. Madness.
Anywho,
We got there.
yes, we figured it out. The relentless. Oh man, I would have thought you would have had the relentless pursuit of perfection tattooed on like your calf or something.
I was so out of thinking about Lexus for this one though.
Sure.
Did not. I mean, they changed their tune. I mean, that's definitely a far cry removed from early Lexus, right? With the LS and their early offerings, and now it's even more about like customer service.
Is it is that still their tagline? The relentless pursuit of perfection?
It does sound familiar. I think
it
Lexus
is. I think
December
it's
to
the only one
Remember,
they've had.
They say that, yeah.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Truckuary. What's it?
Trucktoberfest.
What would you call that? A slogan?
Yeah. Their jingle balls.
Yeah, exactly. Lexus
I think it's
slogan.
still the same.
Relentless pursuit. Oh, the pursuit of perfection is what it launched with. in 89, and then apparently 99 to 90 to 99 it was the relentless pursuit of perfection. And then I guess maybe there wasn't one, but then it became experience amazing.
Oh,
And now I guess it's standard of amazing.
that
Boring.
okay. Never heard that, but okay.
No, I want my perfection to be relentlessly pursued. But
I mean, that was a stumble fest. It definitely didn't read like Lexus, but we got there, man. I
we did it.
appreciate it. We'll do an unenthusiastic make it rain.
Yeah, go for it. Nice. Nice. What you should do is you should just load it with one CVS receipt, so it just keeps shooting out in one unbroken stream for like 35 minutes.
Kind of how I shoot my webs.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, just an absolute unbroken stream.
It really smells like poor strippers in here right now, and I don't know why.
Impoverished adult workers.
Body odor too.
Speaking of body odor and undercompensated sex workers, have you
They're not sex workers. They're dancers.
Exotic dancers.
So the geo tracker, I think we were talking about it last time a little bit, and just my man, that whole speedometer thing with the gauge cluster eating it has been it's just a goddamn nightmare, man. So I had to so first off, these vehicles, if you start getting into the weeds of this stuff, there are two different engines, 8-valve, 16-valve. There are all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, and they changed gauge clusters, instrumentation, the electrical hookups, no less than 8 times over the run of this vehicle.
Okay,
so
good.
When you buy a replacement gauge cluster, folks, look on the back and count all the pins because the connectors will look the same but do not fit. So
fun.
Trying to find one of these for the 8-valve 2-wheel drive from 95 is really impossible. So I was able to finally source one. And that's the kind of research that's really hard, right? Because eBay Motors, I love it. You love it. We've gone on record of saying this.
It's not without its pitfalls.
It's not without its lack of or its users' lack of effort. Like a lot of these junkyards aren't here to answer like 20 questions or really like, oh yeah, it's on a shelf in the back and it's been sitting there for 8 months. You know, I don't know, man.
Right.
Dude, I looked at one online and this is like this is what I'm talking about. You know how these 90s cars had like printed circuit boards, the little paper sheets that kind of go over?
Yeah.
So where the actual plugs go, this one had it cut out. Like they forcibly removed the plug by cutting out around it and the connectors weren't there. So I'm like, I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, what's going, is that like an optical illusion? Both the plugs look like, you know, and he's like, no, they're there. They're just tucked out of the way. I'm like, tucked. I'd like to see. And he's like,
I'll send you. Can't, but okay.
I'll send you a photo later. And I'm like, okay. And I prompted him the next day after he, of course, didn't send the photo. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, yeah, it looks like someone took a razor blade around it. I'm like, well, that will never work.
Yeah, you might as well throw that into a garbage can.
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, it was right at the lip of where it goes in. Easily, if I didn't zoom in on the photos, could have purchased it, right? And it was like in mint condition. He's like, yeah, that's definitely an issue. I'm like, that's a big issue, dude. It's still for sale, by the way. He didn't take it down, but someone's gonna buy that without knowing, and I just, that sucks. That's like kind of a little rant there. But when you're like doing your online buying for these things, a lot of these, like especially these junkyards, are just trying to get rid of this inventory that's sitting on a shelf. And you gotta look, guys. You gotta if you have questions, don't just buy it because there's a lot of these used parts. There's no return policy. And they're not cheap. It's like $100 and something bucks, and you could just have another paperweight.
I have learned, and I've never actually utilized it, but eBay has like made it, and this is not me plugging eBay, but there's a lot more buyer protections now, where even if like in all of the fine print and everything in the auction, it's like, do not accept returns, like no matter what, go take a dick publicly if you want to return this, like no matter how aggressive they are, if you can just simply open up a return through eBay and just click like item not as described, and they have to take it back. And even if the person's like, no, kick rocks, I'm not sending you like a label, then you keep it, and eBay will send you the money back. So if the next guy buys this cluster, so long as it's within 30 days. So if the next guy buys a cluster from Captain Idiot here, who's keeping that auction up, and they actually open the box within 30 days and realize that it's not going to work, that they can get their money back, which is nice. But
it's still unfortunately a pain in the dick to even, because you're buying that part because there's not many available.
It still sucks.
You're waiting to complete your project, and then you get the part that's clearly damaged, right? It's a bad experience, but you got it's your due diligence when you're looking at a part like that. You have to understand that, and then plus shipping, right? eBay is like a week to 2 weeks sometimes, depending on where it's coming from. You could be like waiting all this time for something to show up that's clearly damaged. But when I saw that dude, I was just like, no goddamn way. And I specifically was
Yeah.
like, hey, it looks like it's been cut out. No, it's tucked in there. I'm like, how about you just look at the photo and get back to me? You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate, but I got the new gauge cluster, everything like that. A new, speedometer cable. So hopefully we're good to go there. I do before I want to install it. I do want to find a odometer specialist that can set the mileage
Match 'em up.
correctly.
Yeah.
Yep, because I'm a big advocate of that. I think it detracts if it's off. So that's
Are
the
you,
next big thing.
I'm assuming the cluster you got is over miles.
Yeah, over miles. So I want to like roll it back, which is always a
Yeah.
little easier conversation to have.
Right.
Versus like me trying to like be shady and be like, hey, put it at like 10,000. I got the old cluster for comparison and everything. And
Yeah.
I have all the Carfax so I can document everything why I'm setting it to a certain number. But the fact is like it gets pretty dicey. We know how it is with clusters. So
Yeah, it's a clusterfuck, if you will.
it's a fucking seriously clusterfucky. But yeah, man, how about you? Any time for wrenching? Any of your
Not
vehicles progressing?
really. I put a new battery in the Suburban. No one
Oh,
cares.
very nice.
What I did do was, so if you remember, if you tuned in last week,
Tuning back.
our local heroes, I had drug home another stray
Oh,
in the form of a 1989 Volvo 740 turbo sedan.
very nice.
I might have a buyer for it already.
Damn, dude.
Kind of by accident. So what I've done since then is it's like, yeah, I bought it, but I hadn't taken possession of it or anything. So I put a battery in it. I drove it. I let it just idle up to temp, and then I just took it to get smoked. Didn't really drive it, just whatever. It didn't just pass. It you could have just like lived huffing the exhaust. Like that's how clean it was. It blew unrealistic numbers out of the tailpipe. That's how good this thing runs.
It purified the local air.
It did. Yeah, like everything. Like carbon, zero measured. Hydrocarbons, 1 or 2 parts per million at like 15 and 25.
Wild.
NOx, 1 part at 15 miles an hour, 3 at 25. And I think average is like 70 and 90 and max is like 300 each or whatever. And it was like single digits on everything. It was just absolutely perfect. Great. So this morning, we're recording on a Sunday, which we don't normally do, but we are today. I don't know. I guess it's easy when the 49ers play on a Sunday or on a Monday night.
That's right.
Not that I'm wed to their schedule, but the by the way, when we get off our ass and have a Patreon, maybe we'll have to talk sports.
Oh,
In you can talk about, I don't know. You're a Bruins fan, right?
yeah, and the unstoppable Patriots 10-game winning streak.
Clown show. Oh yeah, you Mr. Drake May over here. You getting a Drake May tat?
Already got it.
You may.
That'll be the reveal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Full butt cheek spread tattoo reveal. If you pay to the Patreon that doesn't exist yet.
You can always see his ears on my butt cheeks until you spread it, and then his whole face is in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like an absolutely like the most grotesque.
Mad Magazine,
actually disfiguring Mad. Yeah,
I knew where you're going.
Magazine, fold in, fold out.
A little bit of both.
Yeah. If
God. Damn.
anyways, yeah, I was just thinking like if you tuck things back, like you can add to like an arm, like throwing a pair of footballs or something.
Like Buffalo Bill tucking it back.
Exactly. Yeah. Would you draft me? I draft me hard. Exactly. I draft me so fucking hard. Okay, Drake May aside. But okay. So today it's a Sunday. Drake May. I don't know. I haven't looked. I don't know how he's performed today.
He won again.
Oh, he
10
ate
in a
that
row,
W.
baby. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
dude.
Nobody cares about the Patriots. I went to the Sundays on Solano, local cars and coffee here. If you're here in the Bay Area and or homies with the Vault Auto Club gang, it's something they put on. So Solano Solano Avenue, I think, Road
Story checks out.
Boulevard in Albany. at Signal Coffee, third Sunday of every month. Anyways, I took the $1,000 Volvo out there. I was like, I haven't really driven it. Like, this is an excuse to go drive it, and drove great. No complaints. The dome light like wiggles, half falls down occasionally. You gotta like push it back up. Don't care. Sunroof works. Windows work. Um, the right signal, one of the front or rear is a little intermittent. Oh. Otherwise, great. AC's not blowing cold. Don't care. Drove it there. On my way out was like just talking with I think it was Joe, who's one of the founders there at Vault. Um and I basically had mentioned like I don't need this car. I actively need to get rid of it. I basically just saved it from the wrecker. Um, you know, I'm in it, $1,300, $1,500, depending on the math, between $1,000 for the car, registration, paid to get a smog, a battery, right? Somewhere between 13 and 1,500, depending on who's asking. The
IRS, it's 13.
Yeah. Anyway, some guy was just like 740. Like, you're looking to get rid of a car. What is it? I was like, 740 turbo. He's like, I have a 740 turbo 24-hour Lemons car. He's like, I didn't think I'd be into Volvos. I'm now into Volvos. I was like, the car's here. I want to look at it. He's like, absolutely. So we went, like, I just tossed him the keys. I was like, let's go. So we drove it around the block. He was like, yeah, I live like 2 blocks away from here. I just walked down on a whim. And he's like texting one of his Lemons guys. He's like, yeah, he's like, we started talking and I thought like this would be a good bonus parts car for our Lemons car. He's like, this car's too nice. Like, I can't chop this car up. I was like, I know. That's why I bought it. So we discuss it, and he's like texting. He's like, yeah. I was like, I'm not in a huge rush to sell it. I don't even have the title yet. I've registered my name like 3 days ago. So like, I was just gonna do something with it once the title arrives in like 4 weeks. But if you want to buy it before that and just do a paperless title transfer, like, I was gonna put it up for like $3,200 and let people beat me up to like $2,500. But if you want it at $2,000 and I just walk away after less than a week, maybe he's like, I might be calling you this afternoon. So we exchanged my numbers. Haven't heard back from him. I'll probably, I told him, like, yeah, let's talk this week. And yeah, if I can make whatever, $500, $600, $700 with no effort and keep the car on the road.
You saved it. Yeah, that's the big thing.
Right. Well, I saved it until all of a sudden, like, the motor pops on the Lemons car, and then maybe it's unsaved. But
yeah, well, still, it lives on. So the organ donor.
Not exactly turning wrenches, but that's progress, I suppose.
I like it, man. Cool. Well, on that note, I say we sign off. 4 years, guys. We couldn't have done it without you. Literally,
maybe could have, but it'd be less fun.
Yeah, it literally all 5 of you were well appreciated. But seriously, it's been a blast. We look forward to at least 4 years more of this bullshit and dodging sponsorship. People are running at us, just truckloads of money being offered to be dumped in our front yards. We turn it down. We're not sellouts, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, we're not doing reads for God, what are like NordVPN?
Yeah.
What are all the ones you always hear? God, not that I'm against it per se.
No, we can do it. We should, if we're gonna sell out. Yeah, if we're gonna sell out, it's gonna be like shady shit that we talked about, like gas station boner pills.
Either be gas station boner pills. God, some like weird like gold recycling scheme, or some like Are NFTs still a thing? Some like really shady.
They'll be a thing again.
Belarusian NFT.
This guy went right after Belarus. But anyway, we do
coming at you, Belarus.
Out of all the Eastern European countries, this guy and his Belarus. We do appreciate everything, guys. Again, I honestly think we wouldn't have done it without you guys. We appreciate the feedback, the following, the conversations. Whatever. Watching YouTube, we're almost to 100 subscribers on YouTube, which is pretty wild for a podcast. But we appreciate it, guys. APA Podcast. Follow us on our Instagram post. We'll put something up there. We need to put something about our rally cars. We'll think of something like that we talked about earlier. But check us out there on YouTube. We do post every single episode. Another Pointless Automotive Podcast. Drop by, subscribe, write some comments. We appreciate that. I can be followed at Auto Obscure Garage. Tracker content, Volvo content's coming out right now. So check that out for your rescues, restorations, reviews, whatever the hell I do. Frank, where can the good people follow your social medias?
First off, don't, but maybe actually do. That's going to be
Please, please.
I'm a land of contrast. The photographer's garage, mostly on Instagram, a little bit on the YouTube, other places, not really, but mostly just do that. And I did two quick closing thoughts.
Yeah.
One, first off, I looked real quick while you were closing out because I can view all of our listens, like where they what countries they've come from.
We just lost Belarus. God damn it!
No, I'm looking. We've never had a listen from Belarus, and I don't. And to be fair, some
now
of these might
why.
not have actually be listens from those countries. They might be some weird like aberration from like a VPN listener somewhere.
They're using NordVPN.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can too if you sign up with our promo code.
Yeah, promo code foreskin. No,
promo code quad4.
Yeah, quad foreskin. We have 3 listens from Oman.
Man.
We've got one Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, which one?
Both. Yeah. Same with Bosnia and Herzegovina. We got one from there. Burkina Faso. If you're Burkina
that would
Faso,
be Africa for my non-geography friends.
On here, the state Palestine, the state of. So big news there. We got Jordan, Bulgaria, Kyrgyzstan, Senegal. We got some heavy hitters in Kazakhstan. Is nice. Nice. Yeah. The other last bit I just wanted to drop real quick before we go deeply over time.
And we're done.
Crazy is goodbye. No. If you have crazy, terrible, absurd car stories, right? Something you did in your sordid past, in international waters, you jumped the Grand Canyon in your homebrew rocket car and lived to tell the tale, and nobody knows, whatever. I want us to collect a bunch of these, and we'll read them. We'll read them at the end of the pod. I'd like it to be a new thing. So we're going to collect them for a while, so we won't start reading them immediately. But just for now, until we have a better solution, as we discussed last week, just send us a note on Instagram. That's at APA Podcast. Tell us some miserable things that you should. We can keep it anonymous too. In fact, we will keep this anonymous.
For a price.
This should be fun. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So just to piggyback off of that, don't just keep your past sorted. Keep sortedness in the current, friends.
Whoa,
and
that's
with that,
deep.
Keep it alive, baby. As always, we'll catch you in like a week. Love you. Bye.
That's it. Later, Oman.
Oh, man.